said, people acting nuts has nothing to do with their uterus or their lady bit. It has to do with their brain. So probably back then, anyone that did anything that was not what their husbands wanted, or they thought they were emotional, or anything that happened, would be considered hysterical. And a lot of women ended up in psych wards that were not crazy. They were just trying to deal with these asshole guys in their life, basically. But some people probably did have problems like schizophrenia, panic attacks, anxiety disorder, basically any mental health thing. And they just blamed it on their womb. And the men never, if they did, I don't know what their idea was, but Sigmund Freud was like, no, men get hysteria also. It can't be the womb that's causing it. It's got to be a malady of the brain. So it took, thousands and thousands of years for people to actually admit that it's not a woman's womb that causes these issues. It's mental health, or, maybe the men that they're married to are dealing with their assholes. I really think that's a big.
Right.
It's not the womb that's the problem here, Fred. It's the balls, maybe. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
A reversion of circulation, blood flow.
Yes. Yeah.
Place. It's so funny. These episodes, we call them terrible trends, but they can be also called "Yay for Science."
I know, right?
Yeah. Yay for science.
Yay for science. And they always felt in the Victorian era and every other time that men had a more robust mentality than women. They weren't the ones fainting on couches because you weren't wearing corsets that were
right
circulation.
When it's 100 degrees outside and you can't, and you have like friggin' a corset and 15 layers of clothes on.
Yeah. And and another thing is, like, even especially during that time, was that's what men wanted women to be doing. It was, and we talked about it during our consumption chic episode, how women had to be frail and had to have a delicate sensibilities.
Yes.
Yeah. So like some of them were just fainting so that men would think they were that way. They weren't really fainting. They were just, ooh, like you swore in front of me. Ooh, like men.
It was all an act.
It was all an act, and all of it was meant from the beginning. And a lot of our terrible trends, other than your butt one, your blowing air breath, really have a lot to do with controlling women, because that's been like something in our history, sadly. But yeah, I mean, men got the smoke blown up their butt just as much as women, so that was for all.
Probably more so, because I don't know. If a woman drowned in the Thames in the 1700s, you wouldn't be able to find her because she'd be sunk to the bottom with her dress weighing her down.
True. I know, it's true. And plus, men are stupid, so they probably fell in the water drunk a lot. I'm bashing men. I should stop that. Not all men are like that. Some. A lot of them back then, because they were trying to control women. Once they stop trying to do that, things got
better. Oh, yeah.
For everyone around. So that's the history and story of the wandering womb. And it fascinated me, and it made me laugh, because I'm like, you really thought the womb was like walking around inside and causing.
Bored.
Yeah, I think too, like men, and probably to this day, like women are just like, they don't get them. Like men just didn't understand women and how they were, so they had to blame something. It couldn't be their actions. It had to be a fault of the woman, and they blamed her uterus. So, the wandering womb. There you go. Something you didn't know before.
Yes, I didn't know about it.
I kind of wish I didn't know it existed, but it did, and now I'm glad that I do. So, that's our terrible trends this week. But we have something we're really excited, because we have a special Valentine's Day episode coming out. Our next Monday episode. We may have had a little interview with. I'm just gonna say it, right?
Go ahead. Yes, you should.
We have interviewed paranormal investigators from Departed Souls Paranormal from down in Kentucky. We did an interview with them last night, and we're going to have sound clips of things that they've caught, and share with you the stuff that they have seen and experienced. And we're really excited about it. So that'll be our special episode coming up. We just want to put it out there. So make sure you're watching. Or watching, you're not watching, you're listening. You
Yeah.
should be listening to
They
us.
had some cool videos too.
Very cool videos that we'll share after the episode. And we'll talk about them in the episode. I'm really excited about it. It was our second, we've done 2 interviews so far, and I'm pretty proud of us for it.
Yeah.
So there's that. If you want to make sure that you don't miss an episode, make sure you're following The Cousins Weird on every kind of streaming platform there is. Follow us on Facebook. We go live on there a lot for our Travel Trends. I can't say every time because sometimes weather, life gets in the way and we can't be together at the same time. But when we are, we go live for our Travel Trends episodes. You can catch us live there, and you can catch us, follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube also.
And you can send us an email at thecousinsweird@gmail.com.
Yes, share your stories. We want to hear your experiences. You've had a hauntings, or any crazy history stuff that you know about that we haven't covered yet. You want to hear us cover it? Like, send us a
Yeah.
message on Facebook or email us or whatever you want to do.
And
It'll
let
be
us
fun.
know if it's okay if we mention your name.
Yes, we need to know.
Yes.
If you don't want us to, we'll make up a name for you and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And also on you don't have to remember all the things we just said because our link tree is in the description of this episode with all our stuff in it. And if you want to support our podcast, go to buymeacoffee.com/the cousins weird, and you can give us a one-time donation or a monthly subscription where you get, special exclusive content from us when you do that.
We're
So
heading
we
it up.
hope you had enjoyed this episode and you have a great week, and you should tune in on Monday.
Yes, and keep track of your wandering womb.
Yes. Don't let your womb wander, ladies.
Don't.
Whatever you do, don't let it happen.
Yeah. And please stay freaky.
Please don't ever stop. Bye.
Bye.